Hello, my name is Taija. Tillman. I am 21 years old and I have 4 kids. I am going to share my testimony and how Christ delivered me from my past. So I'm from Peoria, Illinois. I grew up there half of my life and I struggled a lot with like insecurities as a kid, um, trying to fit in with people that wasn't, the right people. I struggled with being bullied by people, and it made me feel down to see people like so mean to me. And just to go through those things, it was just like heartbreaking for me because I'm a, good person. I love to make people laugh. And, I just never thought people would do me like that. So I really felt just neglected as a kid. Um, my mom, she was struggling with like being with a man that really fits her. She always depended on a man and never really paid attention to me and my brothers. We just we got along in a way, but I was just the only girl and I felt left out most of the time. And it really like made me feel like nobody cared about me at times. But I know that my grandma loved me a lot and I used to always be there. She used to always comfort me and tell me how beautiful I am growing up, and that took a hold of me like, okay, somebody care. So I knew. But when I was 7, I got molested by my big cousin, and that really made me feel like, wow, who would do that to me, like that that wasn't love at all. I thought my cousin cared about me, but it made me feel scared, like I needed to run away or something. But I know that things would get better. I always had hope. When I turned like a certain age, went to middle school, I started hanging around women or young women that wasn't doing the right things. I became bad, fighting a lot, doing things I wasn't supposed to do. Then I ended up moving to Milwaukee, and I was 14 at the time. When I turned 15, I like got shot in the leg and stuff like that. Um, when I got shot, I know that God was there with me. I was praying. I didn't even know God, but I still prayed. Like somebody else was there. Um, then I finally turned 18 and got pregnant, um, and stuff like that. My baby daddy wasn't there for me and my child. So I basically like was by myself, 9 months pregnant. Um, then I had him, raised him for about 6 months. Then I moved here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And that's when everything started. I was like desperate to change. I knew like something else gotta stop. This lifestyle I'm living just wasn't it. And I didn't add, I was drinking and smoking, doing, bad stuff. I always partied, always been around men older than me and women older than me. I experienced stripping one time, but I knew like that wasn't for me. I used to do a lot of stuff that wasn't good, and I thought going to a man would make me happy. I need to give my body to somebody to make me feel loved, but that wasn't the case. So when I moved here, I was just desperate. Like I need to do something better with my life. I got a child, and I just got pregnant. I was about 3-4 months pregnant with my second child by another man, and I knew like I gotta change. So I was in a homeless shelter called New Community. I ended up meeting a young mom here in the ministry. She was following the Lord at the time. Her name was Taija. Frontline ministry she was through. And she was following the Lord at the time, and she offered to help me. I was during a crisis at the shelter where I was getting kicked out of during the time, and I was in my room, I remember. She was in the same room, but I never really paid attention to her. I just was like, another girl. Okay, cool. And I was in the midst of crying to the case manager, And she told me I had to go because I'm being very disrespectful by cursing them out and stuff. And I was basically crying, telling her, like, I don't have nowhere else to go. Y'all wrong for kicking me out. I'm pregnant. I have all these clothes. It's in the snow at the time, wintertime. So she still said, nope, you gotta go. And Taija offered, like, I'll help you with your bags and, just being kind. And I never seen nobody be so kind to me like that. Growing up, I had triggers, like, people never cared. People always bullied me. People always want to talk down. So when she said that, it really opened my heart. Like, something else is through, like, somebody is talking through her or something. Like, why would she want to help me? Like, but she still decided to, and she helped me walk in the snow. And she asked that I believe in Jesus. And I said, yeah, I believe in him. I know God. But did I really know him was the question. So when she said that, she introduced me to Sarah through Frontline Harvest Ministry and asked, do I want to meet with her to basically be mentored and stuff like that. So I said, yeah, I want to do stuff like that. And we did. We met up one day. And I seen the need for Jesus when I met with her, and I basically repented of my sins and received Christ as my Lord and Savior. And that day I just felt like everything changed. My view of sin changed, like how I thought about sin changed. I felt like something was coming off me, like my life was being transformed right then and there. Like, he was there. I felt him in the mist. It was like, wow, you love me a lot. How could you love me this much? But he do. And when I gave my life to him, I will never look back. Because, he loves us and he wants us to do right by him and to grow, to become holy and pure. So one day we could be with him and stand before him. And I'm thankful that I got to, meet Sarah. She was such a big help in my life. And she always was there to counsel me and push me, even when I feel like giving up. She always was there. And I see Jesus through her. I've been seeing it when I first met her. And I'm just like thankful that you could be used by God. It's just a blessing to my life to keep going. And at times I do go through trials, but I know God is the only one that can take me out of it. He can only deliver me from the things that come on in my life because he will be with me wherever I am. And that's just a powerful thing to know. And I encourage those who will be watching this to just, if you feel like your life is, over, God can deliver you. He will. He wants to. He desires to. And he wants to just do a work in your life just as much as he done in other people's lives. That's just what he wants for us. He don't want us to be left in bondages and to go to hell. Because that's not where he don't want us to go there. It's just his love and mercy. And I just thank God every day for just being loving. Because that's the first thing, is love. And there's no other love than Jesus. I would take his love than any love that people think they doing. So I just thank you for your ministry. And God, thank you so much for just being here. And yeah. Frontline Harvest Ministry really provided good things like doing outreaches, meeting up for fellowshipping, one-on-ones, group studies, stuff like that. It really pushed me because without that, I would probably still be falling backwards. So it encouraged me to keep coming, keep growing for God, keep doing what I need to do for him, to just hear the truth every time and remind me of it. It really makes me more diligent for him.
If I'm being honest, I didn't think you'd stay with all my problems. I was so afraid that when you saw them, you would turn your back on me and leave. 'Cause in the silence, my insecurities are like a siren taking over me, and I can't hide them. Even then you see the best in me that I can't see. Even at my worst, you love me. You wrap your arms around and you hold me close. Even at my worst, you give something I don't deserve. You love me even at my worst. When I feel pressure, you reach out, you pull me back together. Who you are to me, nothing can measure. If I have you, I have everything that I need. When I fall down, you pick me up. When I feel small, you're big enough. I'm standing strong.